Republicans were trying to push. Our plan was to go to D.C. and get Congress to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. That didn't happen, but something else did. We inspired a nation and reminded them what it looked like to fight to win. And we also gutted the bill. The two most egregious provisions in the bill: one, targeting African American churches. They were trying to ban Sunday morning voting to stop a long-standing tradition in African American churches called Souls to the Polls. Our bold act of defiance shined such a light on what they were doing that they were forced to drop that part of the bill. Two, they also were shamed into removing the part that would have given an elected judge the power to overturn the will of the people. When we broke quorum in 2021, we did nothing less than save free and fair elections in Texas. So, Texans, it's time to fight again. The future of America is on our shoulders. No pressure. We did not ask to be in this moment. We did not want to be in this moment. But this moment in time, this moment in history has chosen us. It's chosen all of us in a big way. And we have no choice but to fight with everything we've got. Because just like we could not have predicted what would have happened when we broke quorum in 2021, sometimes when you give something you believe in, everything you've got, the universe responds in kind and magic can happen. Fortune favors the bold and the brave. And luckily, that's exactly who we are as Texans. So fight on! Thank you, and God bless Texas!
Thank you. Thank you, Representative. Can y'all hear me still? Thank you. Can we say, when we fight, we win? So when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. That's right. Now up next we have the Interim Executive Director of Move Texas, Mia Balderas.
Okay, I was told to yell. Can you hear me? Woo! My name is Mia Balderas. I am the incoming Interim Executive Director for Move Texas. We are an organization dedicated to building the political power of young people. From city halls to college campuses to the very steps of this Capitol, we've shown what happens when young people show up to claim power. They are the force for change right now. Today, I'm with fellow organizers who love our state and its people. Those who see the very politicians that are elected to serve us, to serve you, serving their own selfish interests and plots to gain more and more power. But we're here today to say that we've had enough. We've had enough of their gerrymandering, enough of their gaslighting, enough of their greed. Let me be clear, this state belongs to us. It belongs to all of the young people who will inherit the decisions made during this special session. We are the largest and most diverse electorate. We are engaged and paying attention. At a time when we're still hurting and grieving for our neighbors in the Texas Hill Country, we see a special session called with a blatant disregard for what we all deserve. We deserve flood relief. We deserve fully funded climate resilience. We deserve fair maps. forward. A Texas with fair maps. A Texas that looks like all of us. A Texas that serves us. We're coming together today, tomorrow, and every day after that to reclaim the future we deserve. Young people are watching what's happening. Young people aren't waiting. We are organizing, voting, governing, and transforming what's possible. We will not let Trump take over. We are showing up, speaking out, and turning out today, tomorrow, every day. Thank you.
Y'all still with me? It's hot out there, but you're with me, right? When I say stop or fight, you say the Trump takeover. You think that's going to work? Let's do it. Fight! 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 That was pretty good, y'all. I feel that was good. Do we have the... He's here. Okay. Next up, we have a hometown fighter, another hometown fighter, an Austin representative, James Tallarico.
Hey everybody. Thank y'all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. So my name is James Tallarico. I represent Central Texas here in the Texas House. Donald Trump is trying to rig the next election. And I am so thankful that all of you are here to fight back. I think you've heard that this is just a partisan fight, but nothing could be further from the truth. This is not left versus right. This is top versus bottom. Donald Trump and his allies just passed the largest transfer of wealth in American history with their big, beautiful bill. Literally kicking millions of people off their health care to fund tax cuts for billionaires. And they know it's unpopular, but they don't care because they have a plan. Donald Trump called Greg Abbott and told him to redraw the political maps here in Texas to guarantee 5 more seats, regardless of how we vote in the next election. They're gonna draw our districts into crazy shapes to guarantee the outcome they want. And Texas is the testing ground for this strategy. If they succeed here, they're gonna do it in every red state across the country before the 2026 elections. Normally in a democracy, when you pass unpopular policies, you lose the next election. That's how this is supposed to work. Unless one side cheats. And if they succeed with this power grab, they're never going to have to fear the voters ever again. They can enrich themselves and their donors with impunity, with no consequences, with no accountability. That is what's at stake here. This is the rot at the core of our broken political system. Politicians picking their voters instead of voters picking their politicians. In any other industry, this would be called a conflict of interest. But in politics, it's business as usual. It's why I filed a bill to take the power to draw political maps out of the hands of politicians and put it in the hands of the Texans we seek to represent. I am so thankful that you're here. Again, this is not partisan. If you are a Democrat, if you are a Republican, if you are an independent, none of us want politicians silencing our voices and rigging the next election. The fight is here. Thank you for being here. We're going to win this thing. And I am so thankful that you're all here. Thank you.
Hey y'all, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. All right, we have another big fighter coming up for you right now. Somebody who is a personal hero and friend of mine. The political director at Planned Parenthood Texas Votes, an organization that is they're no strangers to fighting. That is Darcy Caballero.
Hi everyone, my name is Darcy Caballero. I use she, her, and pronouns, and I'm the political director for Planned Parenthood Texas Votes. And I'm here today. Thank you. Planned Parenthood is great. I'm here today, and we're all here today, even though we don't want to be, because Greg Abbott is the reason, right? He's a punk. After the devastation we saw in Central Texas earlier this month, with Texans still missing, families and communities still rebuilding, and 130 Texans dead. What does Greg Abbott do? He weaponizes this moment to stage a power grab, all for Donald Trump, and to push his far right-wing agenda on all of us. And that abortion bill that they're talking about? Boo! It's more than just a bill. It's a warning, a message to all Texans. If you try to leave this state to get care, the ban will follow you. And to the rest of the country, don't you dare try to help them. But Texans know better, and Texans want to fight back. We will not let this disgusting, racist power grab happen. And we know Texans deserve more. Texans deserve flood relief. Texans deserve health care. Texans deserve representation. Texans deserve freedom.
Different governor.
That too. Because while they play politics, we organize. While they divide, we create community. And while they try to redraw the districts in their own favor over and over and over again, we continue to create real power for all Texans. We need more. We don't need more cruelty. We don't need more chaos. And we certainly don't need more Donald Trump. This is our home. This is our fight. And we're just getting started.
Release the list. Release the Epstein list.
Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? That's right. Next up, we have another amazing fighter in our midst, Miriam Leakey, political director at Equality Texas. I did not mean to call you crazy. No, you're fine. Over here. You know what's crazy? Greg Abbott and his charades. Right? Good afternoon, y'all. My name is Miriam Leakey, she, her, and I'm representing Equality Texas as Government Affairs Director. Equality Texas is the largest nonpartisan organization fighting for LGBTQIA+ rights and every Texan fighting for dignity, safety, and truth. I'm here today as a woman, but more importantly, I'm here as a Texan who believes that no one should have to justify who they are to just use a bathroom. Let's be clear about what HB 32 and SB 7 actually do. These bills don't protect women, they police gender. They require public schools, state agencies, universities, and even domestic violence centers to bar transgender people from living safely in public life and using restrooms that align with their identity. They define biological sex based on chromosomes and original birth certificates, ignoring legal documentation, medical care, and people's lived realities. They even give private vigilante citizens the power to sue if they think someone is in the wrong bathroom. They encourage surveillance, suspicion, and punishment. And they do it all under the false name of privacy. Well, let me tell you something. My privacy is not threatened by a trans woman washing her hands. What threatens me is a state government that weaponizes fear to strip people of their humanity. We know the truth. This is not about safety. This is about control. And it's trans youth, trans adults, and their families who are paying the price. So I'm standing here not just for my rights, but for my neighbors, for every trans kid who wants to just get through the school day, for every adult just trying to live with dignity. To the authors of these bills,
You don't get to pit my womanhood against someone else's existence. I reject that. Because protecting women means protecting all women, including trans women. We won't back down, we won't be divided, and we won't stop fighting for a Texas where everyone can live and pee in peace.
Sorry, y'all. Getting it together.
All right, y'all can still hear us, right? All right, before we move on, I want to thank some of our amazing elected champions that are here with us today. We've got Chair of the House Democratic Caucus, Jean Wu. We have Representative Jolanda Jones. We have Representative Cassie Hernandez. Representative Donna Howard. Representative Cheryl Cole. Representative Diego Bernal. Representative Charlie Moore Johnson. Representative Vicki Goodwin. Representative Trey Martinez Fisher. Senator Molly Cook. She's my senator, y'all. So. Senator Sarah Eckhart. Former Representative Elia Neistat. And former Representative Gonzalo Barrientos. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Barrientos. Woo! It's hot up here, y'all. My arm is tired. Thank you for the shout out. He's coming. He's here. He is here and coming on this list. Okay. Next up, we have somebody working for working people every single day. Oh man, I'm losing my voice already. Leonard Aguilar, the Texas AFL-CIO.
Hey, can y'all hear me? All right. My name is Leonard Aguilar. I'm the Secretary-Treasurer of the Texas AFL-CIO, and I have the great honor of representing roughly 250,000 union workers across the state of Texas. I started in San Antonio as a union plumber and have come up through the ranks to be able to have this great opportunity to be here with y'all today. And this is something that we have to come to have a real conversation about. And it's something that we really have to talk about. To all the speakers that have come before us, to all the electeds that are here, to all of you that are here, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and putting it on the line. But are y'all ready to have some real talk? Are you ready? Because there's one thing that we got to do. The first thing we got to do is we got to tell Greg Abbott to cut the bullshit. We got to tell him to cut the bullshit. He's blatantly using this special session to push Trump's political agenda. And that's going to do nothing but hurt Texans across the board. The redistricting that's happening, that's right, boo, make some noise. Abbott is letting Trump take over Texas with this redistricting scheme. And they're trying to suppress, there's no secret. It is what it is. They're trying to stop black and brown voters. They're trying to stop people that look like me, that look like a lot of y'all. That's all it is, and they need to be called out for it. Trump knows he's in trouble with all the BS, again, with all that BS that's going on, happening at the federal level, that's happening here at the state of Texas. They know they're in trouble, and the only way that they can control and keep the power is to cheat. You always hear coming out of this building, this is Texas. We're proud of Texas. We're the best state in the country. Well, it's time we start acting like it. We don't want to be like D.C., they say. We don't want to be like, the swamp, or however they call it. Well, this is a perfect opportunity to the legislature. Let's not be like D.C. Let's be better. Let's be the great state of Texas and work for every Texan. So again, like you heard earlier, this isn't a Republican. This isn't a Democrat. This isn't an issue about just the partial politics in that way. This is how they're trying to divide all of us. They're trying to divide us and keep our voices silent. And we can't have that. The workers of the state of Texas, there are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us. And that's what they have to realize, and that's what each and every one of you have to realize. Once we realize the power that we have as the working people of Texas, we are the voice of Texas. We elect these individuals, and we can unelect them at the same time. It's not a partisan issue. Again, like I said, but one thing we do need is we need our electeds here that are here with us today to come together to help show us how to get through this. This is something that we need from them. We need them to come together and help us get through this. And I hope that they're able to do that. But as we're going through this, and as we get to this hearing this afternoon, there's one thing I got to ask you. And as we're going through this, I'm going to say, are you ready to fight? And when I say that, you're going to say, damn right. So when I say, are you ready to fight? Damn right. Are you ready to fight? Damn right. Are you ready to fight? Damn right. I appreciate it again. On behalf of the Texas AFL-CIO, on behalf of our President Rick Levy and the 250,000 members across this state, we are here in solidarity, and thank you very much.
Because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. That's right, y'all. All right, we have, a Texas, a person you all know, a Texas firebrand. We have former Congressman Beto O'Rourke.
There we go.
What this president has done in his first 6 months in office to try to destroy and dismantle and loot this country 249 years into the most noble experiment the world has ever seen is absolutely breathtaking. Defying the Constitution, undermining the rule of law, and trying to subvert the very idea of self-government. The consolidation of power over these last 6 months, we have not seen anything like this in the United States of America. The only precedent that comes to mind is the consolidation of power in Germany in the first months of 1933. That is what we are in the middle of right now. The president understands that in order to continue this consolidation of authoritarian power and to destroy this democracy once and for all, he has to retain control in the United States House of Representatives, where he currently has a very narrow majority. And it turns out that the policies and the programs that he pursues are deeply unpopular with the American people. They don't like plainclothes, masked federal agents without warrants or badges sweeping the fellow Americans up off the streets. They don't like $1 trillion of wealth from working Americans being transferred to the wealthiest 1% in this country. They don't like the incompetence, the authoritarianism, or the corruption on display. And if he holds this election in 2026 and nothing changes in the system or the maps before then, he will lose this power and we will finally have a check on him. And so he has asked Greg Abbott and the Republicans who serve in this legislature to find him 5 congressional seats. And thick as thieves, they work on this right now in broad daylight before our eyes. If we fail to stop this, and I mean you and me and every single one of us who cares about this great country, the greatest that has ever graced this planet, we must do all we can with what we have, where we are, or lose what Lincoln called the last best hope of earth. And that is what has brought you and me here today, to fight back. But I ask you to think about this, because we have fought back before, and in the times that we have fought back, we have not always won. So what if, instead of just resisting, or reacting or responding or fighting back. We fight forward. We go from defense to offense. In every single county in Texas, in every state in the union, what if instead of awaiting the punch thrown by the other side, we throw the punch first, harder than they could ever throw? What does that look like? It means that when these brave state-led Democrats leave this state to deny their colleagues a quorum, we have their back each and every day, no matter how long it takes, no matter how expensive it is, until we win the fight. It means that in states where Democrats have control, like California, like Minnesota, like New Jersey, like Illinois, like New York, we redistrict now for Democratic advantage instead of waiting for Republicans in Texas to do it to us first. And then this, the last point. If they should succeed in this process of members of Congress choosing their own voters here in the state of Texas, we must be ready to win. And that means right now, in July of 2025, we band together to reach and to register those eligible voters who are not yet on the rolls. It means that we stay in touch with them day in and day out leading up to the election. And not only must we win these 5 newly gerrymandered seats, but we must win the old Republican seats that they were trying to defend in the first place. Are you with me? Are we together? Let's show this country what it looks like to stand, to fight, and to win. Thank you, Texas. Buenas tardes, Austin, Texas. I'm Greg, and I'm proud to represent this town in the United States Congress. Let's be very clear about why we are here. Donald Trump just signed into law the greatest transfer of wealth from the working class to the billionaire class in American history. He just signed into law a bill to kick over 15 million Americans off of their health care, all to give his billionaire buddies another tax break. And now Donald Trump has no plan for winning the upcoming elections. He wants to execute a plan to rig the elections before we ever get a chance to vote. Donald Trump is scared. Are y'all scared? Are y'all scared? Are y'all fired up? Are y'all fired up? Well, there's very good reason for Donald Trump to be running scared. I think there's some folks over here, I believe the United States should stop funding Netanyahu and Trump's plan to ethnically cleanse Gaza. And as we go to save lives in the United States, in Gaza, across the world, we need to restore a full democracy here in the United States, and that's what we're doing right here, right now. Donald Trump wants an authoritarian takeover because he's scared. We've got him running scared like a coward from the Epstein files. We've got him running scared because we're exposing his crime and his corruption. We've got him running scared because we've got new, young, progressive voices ready to build a new Democratic Party that is unbossed by corporate interests. We got him running scared. And so he thinks his only path to power is to rig the rules of the upcoming elections. Because he knows that with a majority, we can subpoena him. We can block his horrible bills. We can hold him accountable. And so he's come here to Texas
And he's come to Texas not just to get rid of Democratic seats. Let me be clear. He's coming to Texas where he says if he gets 5 seats, he necessarily is crushing the voting rights of communities of color in Texas. He's coming to put a nail in the coffin of the Voting Rights Act in the very state that gave us the president that signed the Voting Rights Act into law. Donald Trump is already trying to take us pre-1965 on our health care. Next, he wants to take us pre-1965 on our voting rights. Are we going to let that happen? You're going to let that happen? Are you going to let him rewrite Texas history from Mar-a-Lago? Are we going to let him pick our politicians instead of Texas voters picking our politicians? Y'all going to let that happen? Y'all ready to march? Y'all ready to testify? Y'all ready to fight? We need to use every tactic at our disposal, from filibusters to quorum breaks, and to support all of our elected officials that are ready to do the right thing. We ready to do that? Thank you very much. Speaking of, Donald Trump may be trying to kick me out of Congress by wiping my district off the map. Donald Trump doesn't want a former labor organizer in Congress. Donald Trump doesn't want a champion of immigrant rights in Congress. Donald Trump does not want an abortion rights champion in Congress. But I got some bad news for Donald Trump. Texans aren't scared of a fight, and I'm not going anywhere. This is our state. This is our home. This is our country. These are our voices.